Hello everyone. February 13th already. Little chilly. Unbelievable weather though. We haven't really had a winter yet. We've only had a handful of days that got below freezing, and that was at night. During the day, I think every day but maybe 2 or 3 has warmed up over freezing. An amazing year for having rabbits. Anyway, I have 6 rabbits that are due to kindle come Monday, the 15th. So it's time to give them some nest boxes. I use the metal ones. The only reason I use the metal ones is because I've picked them up cheap somewhere. I actually like the wooden ones with wire bottoms best. They're just universal. However, they do get chewed up, and if you build wooden ones, you want to make sure you use untreated lumber. With that said, I use the metal ones. They have the wire bottoms for summertime, but in the wintertime, kits get cold. They'll catch chill and they will die in these. The sides are cold because they're metal, so we use, and I done a video earlier this year. We build these wooden inserts. They're kind of difficult to get out because we make them tight fitting. Anyway, wooden inserts, and that keeps the kits off the cold metal walls. And then for the floor covering, most of the time I use cardboard. It's free, it's biodegradable, it doesn't harm the kits in any way, shape, or form. And if you get a dirty nest box, it's nothing. You just pull it out, throw it away, put in a new floor, new hay. However, today I'm using this corrugated plastic. It was a realtor sign that was up underneath the porch that the previous owners had left behind, and I just cut them to size. I've used one of these with my last litter and it's worked great. I'm assuming once I wean the kits, I can take this plastic and wash it off and reuse it. We'll see, and we'll see if we like it, but so far all is well. And you want a tight fit so that wind won't come in. Maybe not this tight. There we go. So I'm just going to put a floor in each of these. That one was a great fit. I don't cut these scientifically. I just take a pair of scissors and cut. There we go. Cardboard works really great. You can also use some thin plywood. Cut it to the size you want. Put them in. Those work just as well. You can also use the pegboard. I don't like the pegboard because if it's really cold, air is going to come up through those pegboards, and I don't like that. Alright, there we go. Now we have floors. Stuff them full of hay. And there's all kinds of bedding you can use. I use hay because I have it. The goats have to have hay to eat. They spill hay. I pick it up and reuse it before it gets dirty. Don't use dirty hay. The hay barn on the floor, when you empty out bales of hay, there's hay on the ground, and all that is just wasted. Or you can use it as mulch in your garden, or I use it in my nest boxes. Once I'm done with it in the nest boxes, I use it in the garden. Hay around here has a lot of uses. Anyway, this is Bermuda hay. It is a very soft hay. My goats love this hay. They stay really fat on the Bermuda hay. I don't give them much grain at all, and they're always really fat and in good condition. So Bermuda's what I use. And I just stuff these boxes pretty full. Moms will make a nest out of them. They'll scratch some of the hay out, and it'll land on the ground under the cages, and that's fine. It'll decompose and go in the garden, so it's all okay. You can also use wood shavings, and I could very easily do that. Daddy J works at a sawmill. I assure you, I can get all the wood shavings I wanted, and they make good bedding too. I just like the hay. A lot of people use a combination. They'll put wood shavings in the bottom and hay on top. Wood shavings do absorb moisture a little better, maybe. The hay will get wet and yucky, but I have an abundance of it, and when it gets yucky I just pull it out and put fresh hay in. Alright, so there we go. Hay's in the nest boxes. I have a list somewhere, yeah, right here, of the rabbits that get them. So I'm going to go ahead, throw my list on the ground, and then go ahead and take a wild guess at where these boxes go to. Now, we'll get the boxes to the right. Go ahead and take these nest boxes to the mamas, get them fed and get them watered, and see you next time. Thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless. Well, now that we got the nest box in, when will I take the nest box out? That really changes in the summertime. I like to take the nest box out as soon as the kits, all of them, have their eyes open. It's summertime, it's warm, we don't have to worry about them getting chilled, so I take them out early. Wintertime, I leave them in a little bit longer. I've said before that it really is difficult when the kits open their eyes. They start jumping around. They have a tendency to jump out of the nest box, and then they can't get in, and being by themselves they get chilled and die. I hate that age. So what I've started doing is when they open their eyes between 10 and 12 days, I'll set the nest box on its side, and then I'll leave it in there. Depends on the size of the litter. If it's a rather large size, I'll take it out 16, 17 days. If it's a small litter, I'll leave it in until about 18 days. That way they just have a bigger chance of staying warm a little bit longer. But after 18 days, they don't need the nest box anymore. They're fully furred and they're big enough that they'll keep each other warm, and plus they'll cuddle. Well, Mom has taken no interest in her box. Helena has been bred twice. She had a litter of 1 on the wire back on my birthday, November 13th. And then she was supposed to have a litter New Year's Day, and she did not. So this is the 3rd time she's been bred. Hopefully she'll do a little something for us this time. My blue doe, one of them, and she's going to be first time mom, and it looks like she's figured out what the nest box is for. This will also be her first litter, and she seems to know what she's doing. Very good girl. And of course Rosie, here's our experienced mom, and although she's not in the box right now, you can see she's been in there doing what she's born to do. Have babies. She's doing very good at it. I'm hoping for a nice little buck out of her. Now these 2 white girls are bred to, one of them was bred to Sawguy, because I know Sawguy carries the white gene. and one of them was bred to my Grand Champion broken black buck Bigelow. So I'm hoping to get a nice white buck out of that breeding.